They say you never get a second chance to make a first impression, and science agrees. In fact, research shows that people make a first impression about you in the first 7 seconds of meeting you, sometimes even faster. And here is the twist: once that impression is formed, it's incredibly hard to change. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down the psychology of first impressions, why they matter, what really goes on in people's mind when they meet you, and exactly how you can master those first few seconds to leave people curious, impressed, and wanting more. If you love this topic I'm about to share, give this video a like and stick with me to the very end. If you're ready with me on this one, let's get straight into it. The first thing I'll be sharing with you is why first impressions matters so much. The first thing I'll talk about is the halo effect. If someone thinks one positive thing about you, say like you are confident, they are more likely to assume more positive traits about you. You are smart, you're capable, you're trustworthy. And it also works in the reverse. Negative first impressions can cast a shadow over everything else. Another one is thin slicing, which is a psychological concept where the brain makes snap judgments based on very limited information. Your posture, tone, your facial expression, and your clothing all get processed in seconds. For example, if 2 job candidates give identical answers in an interview, the one who walked in smiling with good posture and steady eye contact is perceived as better even before the first question is being asked. The key point here is that people are not judging the whole of you. They are judging the tiny slice of you they see first and then filling in the rest with assumptions. Second thing I'll be sharing with you is the non-verbal power moves. So your posture, you should stand tall, shoulders back, you're not rigid, you are open. Slouching signals insecurity or lack of energy. Another one is eye contact. Hold your eye contact naturally for 2 to 3 seconds. When it's too little, is equal to being shy or untrustworthy. And then when your eye contact is too much, is equal to you being intimidating. Another one is facial expression. A genuine smile activates mirror neurons in the other person, making them feel more positive towards you instantly. Another one is handshake or greeting gesture. When you are firm but you're not crushing the other person's hands. Or if you're in a culture without handshakes, a confident nod or an open-handed gesture will work. Another one is clothing and grooming. People subconsciously judge competence and professionalism based on neatness, your coordination, and small grooming details like your clean shoes, tidy hair, the way you dress up. The third one I'll be sharing with you is the verbal first impression. Here, your opening line matters. Skip the generic "Hi, how are you" thing that we usually say. Use something warm and engaging, like "It's great to finally meet you. I've heard good things about you." The tone of your voice is another important thing. A slightly lowered pitch is perceived as more confident. Speak slightly slower than normal. Rushing signals nervousness. Another one is name usage. People love to hear their name. Use it early in the conversation to create an instant connection. Another thing is to avoid overloading. Don't rush into telling your whole life story within seconds. Intrigue beats oversharing in your first meetings. Next I'll be sharing with you is the science of liking. So I'll be talking about the similarity principle. We tend to like people who seem to like us. Find a quick commonality to point out. Another one is reciprocity of interest. People like who like them. That's just a natural thing to do. When someone likes you, you tend to like them back. Show genuine curiosity by asking follow-up questions. Another thing to do is to subtly mirror their gestures or tone to create a subconscious rapport. Another one is the you first effect. Let the other person speak about themselves early. They'll walk away thinking you were great, even if you spoke very little. The next thing is managing nervousness. So you have to reframe the moment. Instead of thinking, I hope they like me, think to yourself and say, I'm here to find out if I like them too. Another one is pre-meeting warm-up. You can do a quick power pose, stretch, or a deep breathing exercise before entering the room. Another one is anchor memory. You can recall a time that you felt confident and successful. It shifts your body language naturally. A tip I have for you is this: nervousness often shows in fidgeting. Be mindful of your hands, avoid tapping or even crossing your arms. Another thing is making it stick. You can leave on a positive note, end in a warm way, like it was great meeting you, it was great talking with you, I would love to continue this conversation sometime. You can add small value. Share something useful or interesting before parting. It could be a recommendation, it could be a compliment, or even a relevant tip. Another thing to do is to follow up. First impressions can be strengthened after the fact. You can send a short thank you message, connect on social media platforms, or follow up with a thoughtful note. So here are my final thoughts for you. Consistency builds confidence. The more you practice mindful first impressions, the less effort it takes. Be authentic, not robotic. You don't need to fake a personality. Just highlight the best version of yourself in those first moments. First impressions aren't about being perfect. They are just about being intentional. In a world where people decide who you are in a few seconds, mastering those seconds can open doors you never thought possible. If you have found this video helpful, please give this video a like and share on to others that will be needing this. And let me know in my comment section down below. Do you think people can change their first impression once it's made? Why? Or why not? On my end screen here, you'll find a video here that promises you great insight. Do well to watch it. And if you are new to this channel, do well to subscribe, as I promise you wholesome content every time. Thank you so much for always coming back to check out my videos. I do appreciate you. And until I see you in my next video, have an amazing day ahead and bye for now.